Our guest today on Caribbean is Alicia Aberdeen, and she's better known as Alicia Aberdeen Art. And the art meaning she's an artist. Welcome to our program, Alicia.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Man, your work leads it leads you, because from the reading your bio and so on. I mean, you've done so much. Where are you based now? You're originally from Trinidad, but where are you based now?
I'm based in Brooklyn, New York.
All right.
Brooklyn, baby.
And
Yeah.
you have your own gallery and so forth?
I don't have a gallery, but I work out of my home space. It's a very comfortable space. So I have my studio space in my home.
Right.
And well, my home is a bit of a gallery because every wall there's
Yes.
a couple of paintings. But
Right.
I show elsewhere when I get the opportunity to.
Right. Well, I mean, the work that well, you have done so much, but the work I was enthralled with is Paintings in the Garden 6. What is that about?
So paintings in the garden was it was birthed in 2019 when I decided that I needed to find a way to not only showcase my art, but also give other artists the opportunity to showcase their art,
Yes.
other artists of the diaspora in particular and beyond, but with a focus on the diaspora.
Right.
Um, you know, as I've said before, I didn't travel your um typical educational road. And
Right.
so certain things were a little challenging for me. And I thought, well, if that's me, there must be a whole bunch of other people out there like me.
Right.
But so what we do though is we try to mix and mingle experienced artists, not so experienced artists, as long as the work is notable.
Right.
Yes,
Right.
really
Right. Right.
good work, right?
Right. Right.
And then at the heart of it all is everything I do donates to a cause
Oh,
because of my Seventh Day Adventist upbringing, where we were taught that it was necessary and mandatory to help, whether or not it was convenient.
yes. Yes.
And so, before you even collect your pay is 1/10 gone, right?
Yes.
But so, I'm not a practicing Adventist, but once it's in you, you live by,
Yes.
and so everything I do, there's a cause attached to it. And
Right.
so the paintings in the garden, what we do is we donate to the Coalition for the Homeless in New York City
Uh-huh.
and seek out other various causes, usually back home in the motherland,
Right. Right.
because that is where I am from. That is who I am. So that is where I will always go
Always
back
be
to.
right.
Yeah.
Right. So I understand. I understand a little bit about the art. I tried to get into it. I was to have gotten into it, but I got into a different kind of art. And I think that this is what brings me with you and so many other people. You know, but the purpose of this particular show, which was shown at the Consulate General in New York, it brought out something in me, and that was the question of women and abusive attitudes and relationships and so forth. Did what? How did that get to you?
How did we come about the Serenity place
Right.
to try to champion their well-being?
Yes.
Okay, so I will backtrack. I'm trying to do it really quickly. One of the reasons the coalition is my focus is because my brother Sheldon, I grew up in a very, very creative family, and
Mm.
Sheldon was half of a twin, Sean and Sheldon Aberdeen. They were dynamic duo as children creatively.
Yeah.
Sheldon has been on the streets addicted to drugs for over 30 years.
Wow.
and in recent times he was making a comeback,
Yeah.
but as recently as last year, he's returned to the streets. So I am compelled to help homeless people, and
Yes.
I am compelled to help drug addicted people.
Yes.
Now, in my search for, a charity to go after in Trinidad last
Right.
year,
Right.
I did a lot of research and I came upon Serenity Place in
Yes.
Guapo, Trinidad. Serenity Place Rehab Center for Women in Guapo, Trinidad,
Right.
run by an amazing woman called Beverly Mawson.
Yes. Yes.
And they have been doing amazing work for something like 28, 29 years, almost 30 years now. And
Oh,
the amazing thing about that is nobody knows about them.
this is
They're affectionately known as the best kept secret. Nobody knows about them, myself included. And so once I learned about them, I was compelled to find out more.
yeah.
And so last year we gave this year, I had the opportunity to travel to Trinidad early in the year and visit the facility and meet with Mrs. Mawson and sit down and talk. And I decided, okay, it's a must. The attention is needed. We're going to stay with them again this year. And so that's our real focus this year. They
Yes.
help women in need. There is no expiration date on how long they can be there. They just charge them based on readiness.
Yes.
Hopefully you get to speak with Miss Mawson and she'll give you all the details, but they're
Right.
doing
Right.
amazing work.
Right.
And the facility itself is in dire need of
Right.
repairs.
Right. Right.
Now they get assistance from the government, which is what sustains them
Yeah. Yeah.
on a monthly, but the need
Yeah.
far
Yeah. The need is
exceeds
greater.
the resources. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's amazing that you, quite here in New York, can come up with that as a mission, a part of your mission to express this. What was the reaction of people attending the show and in your environment?
Well, this is 6 years counting, and people, there are a core of people who've been with me from the beginning.
Yeah, yeah.
And I mean, I love them dearly. They watch, they help, they support in whatever way they can. They're moved by, my passion in
Right.
this. But every year we gain a few more and a few more. And
Right.
I think people really appreciate not just the amazing work that I'm able to highlight, because we have artists who we know they're well known, their work is well admired, and we strive
Yeah, yeah,
to be like that. But we also have the artists who doing amazing work and have no way of getting it out there.
yeah.
So not only are we doing that, but we're really, really trying to give back in the process. And I think that is the part that really moves people.
Right, right, right,
Yeah.
right.
Trust me, it's not as glamorous as it looks. It's very
Oh no,
difficult work. And
I
people who
understand.
appreciate it, they
Yeah,
really,
yeah, I
express
understand.
that to me. And I am thankful for that
I
because it
understand.
does help me go on.
Right,
You
I
know?
understand. I understand. And from the viewpoint of your work, I mean, I can see the kind of impact people would have. Well, what's your mission? What's your future? What's the objective? What's the goal? Where are you heading to? What?
I want to be a universal name, a household name. I want people to understand that there's so much room for all of us to be amazing. I want to be known as a brand that advocates not just for itself, but its community and its environment. You know, um, I want people to look at art as a tool to
Mhm.
do other things.
Right.
And I really particularly want to impress upon the young ones how seriously they could take this art form. Any art form, really.
Yeah.
But, people tend to look at drawing or painting as, hobby type stuff. You could get pretty serious with it,
Yes. Yes.
right?
Yes. 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 Well, listen, man, I want to thank you so much for sharing with us, and I see you going places and I see you going the global vernacular, so it's coming. Yeah,
Can I just say one thing?
you're right. Sure.
I would love for people to go to the website, because even though the gala is over
Yes.
and the donation period has, well, ended,
Right.
the artwork is there. It's
Right.
all there. It's for sale. The artists need the support as well. When you support the artist, a chunk of that goes to the causes as well. So it's a
Right. Right.
twofold, yeah,
Yes. Yeah.
spending, and it goes a long, long, long way.
How
Because
can
remember, our dollar is 6 to 1. When we send that home, it's going to make a big difference.
right? So
So,
how can people get in touch with you or get a chance to see the work?
okay, so the website is aliciaaberdeenart.com. That's AliciaAberdeen art.com.
Okay.
And I am reachable the absolute best way, because I really don't pick up the phone, but I'll give the phone number as well. The best way to reach me is on info@aliciaaberdeenart.com. That's the email.
Excellent.
info@aliciaaberdeenart.com.
Okay. Thank you so much, Alicia,
Thank
and
you for having me. I
you
appreciate
be well. You be well. All right. I've been speaking with Alicia Aberdeen, and she is with Alicia Aberdeen Art, and her exhibit is available to be viewed and to seen and supported because she supports good causes. This is Von Martin. Caribbeana continues.